James, and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys the Series anime video. In this video I want to talk about the final 3 episodes of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, which are also the final 3 episodes of Pokemon Journeys as a whole. These 3 episodes were all recently revealed alongside their titles, an image for each one, and a synopsis for one of them. I want to go over this information while providing my thoughts and predictions. So, let's get to it. First up, we have episode 145 of Journeys / episode 9 of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, which will air on March 10. The title of this episode is Team Rocket Strikes Back. Now, the title does not really reveal much, but this is the episode that has a synopsis for it. The synopsis of this episode is: the Pokemon that Team Rocket, meaning Jessie and James, got in the various regions they have been to are delivered to them, and alongside their old friends, they decided to launch a Pikachu capture operation that puts everything they have ever had on the line. So, of course, this synopsis reveals that just like Ash, Jessie and James will get to reunite with their old Pokemon as well. And the image for this episode confirms this, showing Jessie and James alongside most of their Pokemon. I say most because of course, some key Pokemon are missing here. Namely Arbok, Weezing, 2 Victreebel, Lickitung, Dustox, Mimikyu, Cacnea, Marini, and Chimecho. Now these are all excluded because they were either released, traded away, or are in training. Therefore, they are not at the Team Rocket headquarters, meaning that they cannot be sent to Jessie and James. It goes without saying that this is very unfortunate, and I hope that at least some of them will get to appear in this episode. All of them appearing is basically impossible, of course, since they are in different regions. Or rather, they can all appear, but they won't all reunite with Jessie and James unless something crazy happens. But yeah, this should be a very fun episode. We will get to see the Team Rocket trio and their veritable army of Pokemon attack Ash and the friends. This will certainly make for one insane episode. Additionally, this episode will be great simply because we will get to see so many familiar Pokemon return. While Ash's old Pokemon are the ones that we get the most excited about, Team Rocket's Pokemon are all still memorable, and they all deserve to return in this mini-series that is all about nostalgia. Besides, it's only fair that if Ash gets to reunite with his old Pokemon, Jessie and James get to do the same. Also, this might just be the last time we see the Team Rocket trio. So, get ready to cry if this is the case. Next up, we have episode 146 of Journeys / episode 10 of Aim to be a Pokemon Master, which will air on March 17. The title of this episode is Ash and Latios. Now, when I saw this title, the first thing that came to mind was the Pokemon Heroes movie, where Latios perished in the process of saving the day. This left Latias alone, though thankfully she had Ash to console and comfort her. Plus, Ash made sure that she was safe. You could say that Ash inherited the role, will, and ideals of Latios. Hence, he became a Latios surrogate. This is the meaning behind this title. However, the Latias that is currently following Ash is almost certainly not the same Latias from the movie, since she did not recognize Ash. Therefore, the connection between Ash, Latias, and Latios from the movie is not at play here. But I think that this Latias in Pokemon Journeys might be in a similar situation to the Latias in the movie, meaning that she also lost her Latios, and she sees Latios in Ash, since he saved her, protected her, and cared for her, which is certainly what Latios would have done. Plus, Latias has seen how kind and brave Ash is, which are qualities that Latios likely also had. So Latias is so interested in Ash because he reminds her of Latios, hence the title of this episode. This is my theory, though it's also possible that Latios will appear in this episode, likely because he tracked Latias down, and he wants to see if Ash is worthy of Latias' interest. I think that either plot works. Now the key thing about this episode is that if Ash will catch Latias, like I expect and hope, then he will most certainly do it in this episode. Fingers crossed that he does. Finally, for this episode, we have the image for it, which shows Ash and Misty riding on what I assume is Brock's Steelix, while Pikachu is riding on Latias right next to them. This image proves that this will for sure be an important episode for Ash and Latias, since unlike in every other episode of this miniseries except the first, Latias is not cloaked and she is interacting openly with Ash and friends. Finally, for this video, we get to episode 147 of Journeys / episode 11 of Aim to Be a Pokemon Master, which will air on March 24 and will be the final episode of this series and mini-series. The title of this episode is The Rainbow and the Pokemon Master. Now, this episode is the most difficult one to talk about and to make predictions of. Since the title does not reveal much, there is no synopsis of it, and the image of it is just Ash and Pikachu looking at a rainbow. What I can say is that Rainbow made me think of Ho-Oh right away. Since Ash saw Ho-Oh in the first episode of the anime, which is when his journey began, I could definitely see Ash encountering Ho-Oh again in the final episode of the anime with Ash as a protagonist, which is also when his journey as protagonist will end. Ho-Oh is, without a doubt, an integral and a symbolic part of Ash's journey. So I think that it deserves to appear in this mini-series, even if it did appear in episode 136 of Journeys, which was, technically, the final episode of Journeys. The last thing I can say about this episode is that in the preview for Aim to Be a Pokemon Master, Gary wonders how close Ash is to becoming a Pokemon Master now that he is the World Champion. Turns out that this will happen in this episode. So, judging by this and the title of this episode, it's clear that this episode will be about Ash contemplating if he is a Pokemon Master or not, and how close or how far he is to becoming one if he isn't one yet. So this episode will be the crux of the entire purpose behind this mini-series. But yeah, that's everything I have for you in this video. It goes without saying, of course, that I am very much looking forward to these episodes. It seems that Aim to Be a Pokemon Master will end on a high note, which is great. As usual, I will post reviews for these episodes as soon as possible, both on YouTube and on Instagram, so please look forward to them. I will also revisit them before they air once we know more information about them, namely when their previews are available. So stay tuned for this as well. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.